Hello, hello. Welcome to Fortune from Fae Tarot and Oracle card readings. This reading is for the month of July and it is for the star sign Cancer. So it's for anyone with Sun, Moon, or Rising in Cancer, and it is a general reading. So I do ask that you take what's for you and leave what isn't for you behind. For this reading, we're going to be using the Light Codes Prophecy cards, the Avery ones. We shall also be using this tarot deck here, which shows up beautifully on camera, and the Starseed Oracle deck. So let's get the first deck out and see what we get. So what has Cancer got for the month coming up for the month of July? What's happening for Cancer? Oh, okay. We've got Lammas. Your plans are coming to fruition. Time to harvest your abundance. There we go. See that a bit better now. Element Earth, feel rooted onto this amazing planet. Be grounded as you bring forth your magic. Ooh, okay, there we go. That's all of them. The Moon, manifest your dreams using cycles of Mother Moon. And that is a bit weird because I am actually recording this on the day of summer solstice. So, okay. And West Kennet Longbarrow, spiritual rebirth. Stride boldly into an exciting new phase of your life. Okay, we've got exciting things happening by the looks of it for you. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say then. For anyone who's wondering why I'm tapping the cards, I'm tapping off any previous energy that is on them. So I normally do it before I read, just in case I forgot last time to tap the energy off. So it just gives them a bit of a cleanse. And also, someone said you shuffle really badly. No, I don't shuffle badly. I just shuffle quite violently because what I want is the cards to fall out. And then I read the cards that fall out of the deck. Oh, 3 of Cups. Yeah, you need to celebrate. It's your birthday. So Cancer people, it's your birthdays really. Coming up to the end of the end of June. So yeah, hopefully if you've had your birthday, you've been celebrating. 3 of Cups is about getting out with the girls and celebrating and having a dance and that type of thing. It's a beautiful card. It's community, but with people that you feel safe with and people that you feel comfortable with and people that you feel comfortable to have a few drinks and a chat and a dance and that type of thing. We've got the Chariot. We've got the Magician. Ooh, okay. Right, you've got bring forth your magic. Yeah. It is all lining up here already. 2 of Swords. Page of Swords. And the Queen of Wands. We've got the Judgment card. Okay, they all want to come out for you now. Right, how many have we got? Because I don't need that many. One, two, three. Okay, we've got one too many. You have to have one too many. That's what Spirit's given us. You're just getting an extra because they're all jumping out at you. So let's lay these out. Right, there we go. let's see what we've got to start off with. Let's figure out what it's trying to tell you for this month. So we've got Major Arcana, Major Arcana. 1, 2, 3, 4. Four Major Arcana cards. So there could be some big things going on. We've got a Court, Court, Court. Yes, a few Court cards, and we've got Cups, Swords, Wands, Pentacles. You've got a bit of everything going on here. Right, let's see what we've got. Okay, so we've got for the Lammas, your plans are coming to fruition. Time to harvest your abundance. It's time to celebrate your abundance. You've been leading that chariot and using your magic to push things forward, and it's starting to show. People are going to start to see it. So make sure that you are believing in yourself. With this magician here, I've got some magician earrings, like just little tarot card earrings that I wear sometimes to remind myself I can do it. I can do the magic. Sometimes we need that reminder. Sometimes you just need something in your pocket to remind you that you can do that magic. I don't know, a magic crystal or just a trinket that someone's given you that makes you believe you can do it. And with that faith, you then are able to do it. Someone said to me recently, "Can you cross stitch me a tarantula?" So I just said, "Yes, I can." I had no idea how I was going to execute that. I just said, "Yes, let me come back to you with the design later. I'll sort that out. Don't you worry. Leave it with me." Came home and with a little bit of help, we figured out how to do a tarantula on a cross stitch, and it looks beautiful. She was very pleased with it, and I delivered it to her this week. So it's not you can do you could do what you want to do, but sometimes you do have to get a bit creative. But yeah, you've got all the magic here. You've got, and in this card, you've got the wands, the cups, the swords, the pentacles, and you've got the infinity sign. So you've got infinite magic. If you believe you can do it, there's going to be a way to make something happen. And I'm not talking like ridiculous stuff. Like if you said, can you fly? Well, yeah, you probably can buy airplane tickets to fly, but can you make yourself fly? Maybe not. But can you somehow find a way to do that thing you want to do? And yes is the answer to that. Maybe you have to use your magic, get a bit creative, get together with the girls and ask them a bit of advice. But you're in charge of your chariot. Make sure you're driving it forwards. Got the element of earth. Feel rooted onto this amazing planet. Be grounded as you bring forth your magic. So you got the Queen of Wands here and the Page of Swords. Be curious with your thoughts. Look at your thoughts as if you were a child, and how are they making you feel? How are your thoughts affecting how you show up in the world? How are your So with the Two of Swords here, she's got two choices. She's got this choice or this choice, which she thinks she only has two choices. But you have the Moon here, so you need to use your intuition. You need to use your creativity, which a lot of the time comes from a childlike play thing. You just play with something and you create something. You're just having a play, see what happens. And then you can create something magical. And this is where the Queen of Wands come in. She knows how to create what she wants, and she's passionate about what she wants to do. So she will allow herself that childlike joy, just have a play with things and move it forward. But make sure with that ones you are still keeping yourself rooted and grounded with the earth, that you're getting everything that you need to get done, and you're paying all your bills you need to pay. So just make sure you're earthing yourself and keeping yourself safely rooted to where you need to be. And don't get cut off by it's this choice or this choice. You sometimes have more than one choice. Sometimes you need to get creative and use the, like, I've got this, I don't know what to do with it. I'm going to have a play and see what happens. Got the moon here again. So, yeah, the moon is showing up. So, your intuition is obviously very important this month for you. And with a water sign, you will be very tied to the moon and the sea and everything, the water and all that type of thing. My mum is a Cancer and she has disappeared for her birthday down to her caravan to be by the sea because she loves it down there. And any chance she gets, she goes down there because it is literally 5 minutes to the beach. And you can go out, step out, walk down a path and see the sea quite easily. So here we've got the Five of Pentacles. So we've got Judgment and the Knight of Cups. There has been maybe a bit of scarce worry of scarcity, clash of thoughts. Well, scarcity of not necessarily scarcity, but there's been a sort of worry of scarcity with what you've got physically, materially, like money wise, house wise. Don't compare yourself to other people and what they have. What other people have and what you have are two different things. And you don't need to be comparing yourself to them. So the Judgment card there, if you have a decision to make, sometimes we get in life the fated life versus the destiny life. The fated life is the easy life, the choices that you can just take. The destiny life is the amazing life. Imagine what you could do if this happens. Sometimes you have to allow yourself to let your emotions pull you through a little bit and see where it takes you. Sometimes things are worth the risk, but it's your decision. The Judgment card, you decide. Either way, it's fine. You decide what you do. And what happens is obviously your responsibility, but you decide what you have to do. And really, things should be okay either way. But one way's harder, one way's easier. The hard way is normally more fulfilling, though, I will say. The easy life is just to give in to what society wants us to do. The hard life is to actually step forward and go, no, I'm not doing that. So the last card you've got here for you is West Kennet Longbarrow, Spiritual Rebirth. Stride boldly into an exciting new phase of your life. We've got the Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands. We're reading those two together then. Right, so you've got the Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands. You can't carry all your ideas and your passions at once. You just can't do it. He cannot carry 7 swords. He's carrying 6 and he's pretty full. He's left one there. This guy here has realised with the wands that if you place down your passions and your thoughts and they're not there when you are ready to go with when you're ready for them, they're maybe not meant for you. It might be that you can't focus on everything at once. He's picked one up there and he's focusing on that one. This is what I'm going to do today. This is my focus. I can't sit here and read cards and make jewellery. I need my hands to deal the cards and I need my brain to be available to interpret the cards. So I can't just sit here, make jewellery and read cards at the same time. It's not possible. So you need to focus on turning those ideas into things that are your passions. But don't do it all at once. Try and do work on one at a time. You can't give 7 things 100%. That's 700%, and that's 7 times more energy than what you have. You can give something maybe 90% of your energy and then use the 10% to keep the other bits going. But you've got to and what you can do one day to another day is going to be different. Your best do your best on that day. Your best on some days might be I'm going to have a shower and get dressed and feed myself. That's the best I can do today. The weather's too rough or I don't feel well or something. And other days you might achieve everything. So just be aware of that you're not trying to push yourself too much. Got the Ace of Cups and Temperance here. So yeah, it's the start of something new for you. This rebirth here, the start of something, new emotions, new spirituality. And Temperance here, it's fluidly. It's going fluidly. It's like sort of easy going. It's not a problem. It's flowing easily through. So make sure you're allowing with the Temperance card to let those emotions flow through and actually Don't let things stick. Everything's flowing nicely here. Try and let those thoughts, those things you're passionate about, let it flow gently and let it flow nice and easily, and don't let it flow too fast, and don't ponder on any problems. If you got a problem with this temperance card, so if you hit a problem with one of your ones that you're working on, have a think about it, because you've got the swords there, you've got the thoughts in your head. Have a think about it and see how you can make it flow a lot easier, make it more fluid, make the process better, see where you end up. Right, let's see what pieces of advice the Starseed Oracle deck has for you. Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. So yeah, there's a bit of learning to be done. And with this card here, it's so how can you just surrender to earth? How can you, what learning do you need to do? It might not be academic learning. It might be spiritual learning. It might be learning about being human. It might be that you struggle with that. And if you do struggle with being a human being and you don't feel like you belong here, Google the word starseed, but only do it when you are ready to take that dive into that topic, because it's, oh, you've got more. Okay, right, we're coming back to them. Don't dive into looking into starseeds until you are actually ready to deal with a long deep dive like this, because it is a bit endless and I'm still learning. So yeah, don't do it unless you're prepared to go and do a full deep dive into stuff, and you're still going to figure out things as you go. So here, how are you being called to grow or learn? Well, you've got decisions to make with this judgment card. You've got to bring your magic into it. You've got a lot of learning to do. It might be that you are, if you believe in things like reincarnations, you are a reincarnation here on earth, but you're quite a young one, and you're learning still. So that's why it can be sometimes why some people who are older appear younger, and some people who are younger act a lot older. Maybe that is how to do with how old your soul is, not to do with how old your actual body and your brain is. Got the Seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconscious to light. I'm going to lead you back to the Two of Swords there. You need to see the potential of what you can do. It's not just this or this, there's many other options, and you've got a decision to make. And it might not be A or B, it might be A, B, C, D, E. You've got 5 options to choose from, but it's up to you to choose those options. And you've also got I'm sorry. Okay, now this is one of the cards in this deck that is quite a heavy card. So it's defenselessness, righting past wrongs, uprooting. Yes, if there has been upset, and how are you being called to drop your defenses and unwind past wrongs? If people have wronged you in the past, the best thing you can ever do is to forgive yourself, and not for their purposes, but for your purposes, to bring you peace and allow you to move forwards on your life, on your journey, without the heaviness of what they've brought you. So it's up to you to take your power and your energy and go, okay, I forgive you for my sake. I don't forgive you for mine. And you don't have to speak to them in the same way you used to, or deal with them in the same way you used to, but you've got to move forwards and actually forgive that person for your sake, so that you can move forwards. We got cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. So if you feel like everything has fallen apart completely, I've had that card before, and yeah, it is, these two are deep cards. How can you make your life a moving prayer? So it's devotion, potency, making your life a moving prayer. Right, so the benefit to this card is everything has fallen apart. You now have to put stuff back together. But the benefit is you get to choose who you put back together in your life. So you don't have to allow those people back in. You can set boundaries and where that person is allowed in your life, if you even want them in your life. You don't have to let people back in. Yeah, and put your life back together. I don't like that social group that I go to. Don't go. Find a different one. Find one that works for you. Find one where you feel made welcome and they make you feel good. If people aren't making you feel good about yourself, then it's not always for you. And it's not necessarily that they're bad people, it's that they're not for you. You're not for each other, and go find someone who is. Because neither of you need that. It's just going to cause you conflict. So this reading goes up onto YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. It goes onto YouTube and TikTok first. It premieres on YouTube, and then goes on to Facebook from the first of the month, I think it is. It goes up. So please do comment, like, share, subscribe, save, all that stuff if possible. Really does help us. We are trying to get more followers and get the card readings out further, so it really does help us to do that. And please let me know where you're listening to this from, what you think. We do try to look at comments and we'll try to reply. Please also let me know where you're listening to this from, what your star sign is in, so what placements you've got for Cancer in your star sign. But yeah, I hope you have a lovely day when you're listening to this, and I hope you have a magical month of July, because it looks like it could be exciting.